All right, today on the CODE Bet Daily EPL edition, Stats Guy's computer dies, but he's got some bets for us.
Yeah, I still got some. My second favourite team, Brighton, I'm looking at, and some goal scorers. What are you looking at, Alex?
Making people on the internet angry with my Manchester City take. For what it is, you'll have to tune in. It's CODE Bet Daily EPL version. Alrighty, Stats Guy, we're here. It is the CODE Bet Daily for Matchweek 23 of the EPL.
Absolutely.
Of course, I'm your host, Alex Donnelly. I'm here with the Stats Guy, Liam McAllion. It is CODE Pins Daily today, as we're all in shorts,
Nice and hot for
including
once,
social guy Leo. He's in shorts. Gerald had his hat on this morning, so I'm a fan of this.
I don't know what your obsession with that is.
Hey, producer hat. I just like it. I don't know.
Looks more professional.
It's my thing at the moment, you know. I used to be known as Hat Alex, so probably that's why. We work at a very cool website called CodeBet. You should go check that out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going up on there, a lot of hot takes about the cricket and everything else, as well as our social medias. But Stats Guy, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm going really well. I'm very keen for this Matchweek 23. There's a lot of things that can change on the table, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's it. So as said, it is CodeBet Daily, and that's what we're all about, except this might be CodeBet Weekly EPL. It doesn't roll
CodeBet
off the
EPL, yeah, something
well
like
at all. But we're here to look at all the games this weekend. We focus on 4 games that we sort of dig deep into, and then we rapid fire the last couple of games and just get a tip or a winner and whatever else there.
Yeah.
We've got the ground rules. Got to touch on the ground rules every week.
I like these ground rules.
You can't tip Erling Haaland anytime goal because, anyone
you
could
tried
do that.
No, not last week.
No, that was first goal scorer.
Yes,
different. Stats Guy can't talk about Miggy. Well, he probably can from next week because he hasn't scored since
in like 3
November.
weeks. Yeah, or 4 weeks.
And I can't talk about Marcus Rashford or the resumption. I'm going to break one of those rules today already. The bell is too far away from Stats
I might have
Guy.
to bring it over.
Thank God for that. But let's rip in.
Yep.
Start off with the first game of the weekend that we're going to talk about. It is Fulham taking on Notts Forest. $1.91 for Fulham. The draw $3.50 and Notts Forest $4.10. Got a play to look out for us here, Stats Guy?
Yeah, look, we're looking at 2 pretty informed teams in like the resumption since I said resumption.
Don't say resumption, Stats Guy.
I think that's the first time I've ever said it.
Just say in 2023.
2023. I don't know why I just said that. But yeah, I'm having a look at Bobby Reid. He's probably not the most well-known player, but he scored in 2 of the last 4 weeks for Fulham. He's got 6 goal contributions this season. I'm really liking his pace on the wing. I think he can find a bit of space here. Mitrovic and Pereira have been the 2 main attacking players for Fulham, but they might get smothered by a pretty solid Notts defense, as you might talk about. And I think Bobby Reid can find some space on the wing, so watch him use his pace out there. Yeah,
no, don't mind that at all. I'm looking at Keylor Navas.
I love this signing.
Had his first game last week for Notts Forest, made an immediate impact, man of the match performance in goal. He's the type of player that can drag this team completely away from relegation. They're out of the zone at the moment.
Absolutely.
But he's the type of guy that in games where they might have lost 1-0 or so ever before, it'll stay 0-0 and they'll get that vital point.
They can just get a point. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
He was so good. He knows what it takes to get it done. He's won 3 Champions League.
36.
And he's lining up for Notts Forest and he looked awesome last week.
He's so good still, yeah.
I'm all about how Notts are going at the moment, so I'm really keen to see how Keylor Navas does in the last remaining few months of the season.
Awesome.
Got some game picks or some bets for us here, Stats Guy?
Yeah, as I just talked about Bobby Reid, or as on some of the betting sites, he's called Bobby Cortova Reid. So just if you can't find him, that's what he's under. But he's $4 for any time goal. I think you get a bit more value rather than Mitrovic, who's always around $2 in these sort of matches. But I think Reid can, as I said, find some space on the wing and score. So $4 on Bet365 is pretty good.
Yep.
And then I'm looking at Fulham. So draw halftime, Fulham full time. I think the quality in attack hasn't been there all season for both these teams, especially Notts have sort of bolstered their defence a bit. So I think it can be tight early. Then Fulham can use their pace and even their pace off the bench with like Dan James and players like that. So I think Fulham can win that second half. So draw halftime, Fulham full time, you get $4.75, which is a bit better odds. Yeah. So really like that.
Fair enough.
What are you on for?
Just looking at the under 2.5 goals, I think this will be a really tight tussle. It's about $1.85 at the moment with Blue Bet. So I'll just go with that. Keep it nice and simple. I'm leaning towards Fulham, but I can't be shocked with the draw. Notts the team that are always going to win 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. That's how it's going to go. Who wins? Draw. What's your game pick?
Yeah, you got to take Fulham in this one. I think they're up to top 8, which is pretty awesome for where people thought they were going to be down the bottom.
Tony Khan gets another W, baby.
Yeah, they've scored 32 goals this season compared to Notts' 17. So Notts have the least amount of goals in the league.
Really?
Which is surprising.
Wolves have 15 stats, guy.
Oh, Wolves have 15.
And Everton have 16. I've just proved you wrong. They're third.
Okay. Bloody hell, I've been way off on that one. But they have 17, which is
You're
very
the
poor.
stats guy and you can't get the stats right.
They've been very, very poor with 17 and 22 games, which is...
they're not going too bad. Leave Knots alone.
The table, right? You just love them.
They're 13.
Yeah, but you got to admit, 17 and 22, that's pretty poor. Haaland's got more
Chelsea have scored 20 goals, mate. You can't talk.
I know. Anyway, I can't look at those stats and not take Fulham. So I'm taking Fulham at $1.90, which is really good value.
I'm tipping the draw.
Going
the draw here.
You get good value for the draw in Premier League.
Keylor Navas at the moment, I think you'll just keep him out. Mitrovic isn't firing. And also you got to remember, Fulham actually played a game this morning. So we're recording this Thursday morning. So they've played Wednesday night and then they need to back up again. I think it's on Saturday. So very tight turnaround. I know, professional football is meant to this.
See who they
It's still a lot
played,
given
they played a lot of their full team actually.
It was the 5th round of the FA Cup, so they needed to win and they got past Sunderland 3-2. So looking at the draw here. Not so going better than what the market says.
They've got the most points in 2023, which in the Premier League.
Get around them, baby. Get around them.
But still, I'm not going to.
Tipping the draw at about $3.50. You can find $4 around elsewhere, but I wrote $3.50 down. I wrote this sheet down last night.
That's fine. Yeah, all good.
We go across to the Emirates Stadium.
Oh, your boys.
Arsenal $1.40. Can't believe they're that price. Oh, come on, mate. The draw is $5, and Brentford. I'm enjoying Brentford at the moment.
These are your two teams.
And they're $8 at the moment.
Brentford shouldn't be $8. I might even just put a little bit on Brentford, just the way they're playing.
I don't think they should be $8 as well. But players to look out for. I'll start first with Leandro Trossard. I think he'll start this weekend. He's come on as a sub in his 3 games for Arsenal since coming across from Brighton. He's looked really lively and produced a spark there and really got Arsenal going. Last week against Everton, of course.
Spark. Oh my God.
It was a very flat and poor performance. And also the new manager bump's totally a thing. And Everton were really up for the fight. And Arsenal they look tired. And if you go to codebet.com.au later today, the Arsenal vs Brentford preview will be up. And I've sort of said as such. So I think Trossard gets a start, maybe Martinelli or even Saka, starts on the bench just to give him a rest. A few of those players are looking really tired.
I don't mind that.
I expect him to start. He was very good against Everton and he may even get a chance to score his first goal for Arsenal.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the opposition with Ivan Toney. He's pretty much, you got to look at him every time.
Baby.
He's been amazing, although we still don't know what's going on with that court case.
It'll be the end of the season. So let's just not talk about it.
Let's just enjoy him scoring goals until he might go to jail or something for all the things he's bet on. But he's had 18 goal contributions in 21 matches in all competitions. He's just been unbelievable, extremely consistent finisher, and I reckon he'll be one to watch with a few shots against Arsenal.
Cool. Game picks, I'll roll first here. Trossard anytime goal, $2.87 currently with Blue Bet. As I said, I think he starts and gets a chance to score here. And Arsenal to lead at halftime, $1.83. Arsenal have been very fast starters in their wins at home this season. They've got the ball rolling and they really take the attack to the teams in the first 15 minutes. Some teams take time to settle. Arsenal just run from the get-go, which happens when you are such a young team, but also at the same time, their youthfulness might be why they're so tired. Their bodies aren't prepared for this. They are the youngest average starting lineup age in the EPL.
Really? Wow. I didn't know that. There you go. That's a good stat. Anyway.
Taking your job, baby.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to have a look at both teams to score. I really like how Brentford have been playing. I don't think they can get the win, but it might be like a 3-1, 2-1 sort of scoreline, especially when Tony's just finishing everything at the moment. So you get around $2 for that because just Arsenal have been really good this season. But $2 for that is amazing for Brentford who keep rising up the ladder on the table.
Arsenal are known for slipping for 5 minutes and letting it go through.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a few Arsenal supporters are a bit worried about this one just because they lost last week. But we'll see.
We're good.
You're holding it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Over 2.5 goals I really like as well. 10 of the last 11 Arsenal home games at the Emirates have gone over this market. So
the nil or draw
they just
to
love
Newcastle.
putting on goals. Other than that was the only one.
That was the one.
Yeah, and Newcastle are a really good defensive team. So Brentford aren't nowhere near as good as Newcastle.
They laid down for like 30 minutes of the game. The ball was in play for like 54 minutes.
Yeah, that over 2.5 goals probably the best bet of this game. $1.70. Chuck it in a multi with Arsenal. I reckon, pretty sweet.
Tips?
You got to go Arsenal. Yeah, they've been 2 good. I said that. I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row.
I agree. Arsenal, they shouldn't be that short. I don't think they should be $1.40 more towards $1.50, $1.60. If it was $1.55, I'd be like, that sounds about right. But you've also got to note, Arsenal have won 16 of their last 17 at home across all competitions with, I think the loss was to Brighton. Sorry, it's 16 of 18 because they had the draw. So I think they lost to Brighton in the EFL Cup late last year. So it's 16 of 18.
Perfect.
Move across to the replay from this morning. Leeds United, $4 at the draw, $3.90. Manchester United at $1.83. This game at Elland Road after Manchester United came from nowhere to secure a point this morning with a 2-2 draw. Is it a case of no Casemiro, no Manchester United?
Maybe.
They have played 5 games without him. They have lost 3.
Well, they were saying he was one of the biggest
the
signings.
I think.
It was everyone was talking him up, saying he was one of the biggest signings in recent years, and he's been unbelievable for him. And then as soon as they get rid of him, they've lost and had a draw. So he just needs to stop headbutting, or he pretty much choked someone out on the weekend.
I want to go back on that.
He choked someone out.
He should not have been suspended. Because
you like WWE.
No, but the problem is they played it in a slow-mo. And he had the lightest grab for dead set half a second.
You can't grab someone's neck.
Yeah, but then the thing is, if he kept going, there was a Crystal Palace player who did something just as bad. And then Jordan Ayew, he didn't get sent off. He didn't get a red card.
Well, when you grab my neck in the office, you didn't get.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm going to punch him in the face most of the time, stats guy. But that's because the thing is, if they rolled it through and then gave him the suspension after the game for doing it, fair enough, because it wasn't a fair thing either way. Because Jordan Ayew did something just as wrong and didn't get sent off.
I don't mind
so stop playing slow-mos when you go to VAR.
That's true.
Unless it's a foul, that's completely different. I think something like off the ball when Anthony missed today's game because he got thrown into the sideboards.
He did actually, yeah.
So there you go.
Anyway, you got to send him.
Rant over. Give me a player to look out for.
All right, yeah, I'm looking at look at Leeds. I think everyone's talking about Man U, but I'm going to look at Leeds. Jack Harrison is just
such an English name.
He is a very, very English name. He's a very, very classy midfielder. Rumored to be going to Leicester soon, apparently.
Why would you leave to go to Leicester?
I don't know. They were both in relegation battles, sort of, down the bottom of the ladder at the table. But I think, he's trying to get a big pay packet, I think. So Leicester apparently going to offer him something. But Leeds will want to keep him. He's very classy.
So what, do the Lucas Neal and go after the biggest bag possible?
Maybe, yeah. But I really like how he's going. He's got, I think, 4 assists already this season.
Yep.
Just that every time they score, it sort of goes through him. So if he can have another good game, they can stay in it.
Cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Looking up Jadon Sancho. He came back from injury this morning, came off the bench. He was electric.
He's good, yeah.
Was everywhere. And if they were going to score in the last 10 minutes, it was off the back of Jadon Sancho's work. He obviously scored a goal as well. My only worry is, will he start? I doubt he'll start, 4 days later after coming back from injury. He might come on at the 60th minute again in case United need that spark. So looking at him to, get going again. He offered so much. When he was up and going, the crowd was right behind him.
Yep.
Obviously, he's a player of such immense talent, but hasn't shown us since that big transfer across from Dortmund.
So he was amazing, Dortmund. Yeah,
we need to see him go to another level, but we needed to see him get some game time. Like, is Anthony going to come back? Is Martial going to come back? There's a lot of injury worries at United at the moment. Yeah. So hopefully Sancho can get on the field again.
I like that, yeah.
Let's look at some game picks. What do you got?
Yeah, I think just Man U at head-to-head at $1.80. I know they drew just this morning.
$1.83 you can get.
Oh, $1.83, lovely. I think that's really good value. This is probably one of the best prices you'll get them for the next couple of weeks because they've got a few easier games. So I think $1.80 is really good value. I know they drew 2-2 this morning, but they had 24 shots and 7 on target. So they absolutely smashed them.
Let's also note, Fred had 4 shots in the last 5 minutes.
If Fred's having 4 shots,
he threw a bunch of flowers at him. It was that soft.
Yeah, but even if he's getting that many open shots as a defensive midfielder, that shows that they probably should have won.
Yep.
So I think, rematch of this. They know how Leeds play a bit more now, and I think they can get a win at $1.80. And then I'm just really liking Bruno Fernandes. He got a few shots off in this game. Is probably a bit
lot of block shots too.
A lot of block shots. So I think Leeds sort of like to sit back, especially when Man U just coming at him really hard. So I think he can find a bit of space for a long shot. He loves a long shot, Fernandes. So $3.20 for him to score. A bit more value than Rashford, as we talked about before. But anyway.
I'm looking at Rashford.
I need the bell.
Stats guy, that's a bloody thing. Whatever. He's 12 from 12.
Yeah.
Go on. Make it 13 from 13, son.
I do love this
run,
and
he's $2.40.
Really? Yeah.
If it was $1.80 or something, I'd be like, well, that's stupid. I'm not going to do it. You're still getting 6-4.
That's amazing.
Marcus Rashford, 13 goals from 13 games across all competitions when he scores this weekend.
Amazing. If you're just going to watch the game, just watch how he attacks
playing
every
so
game.
well. He's the most informed striker by so far in this competition at the moment. It isn't funny.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who wins?
Who wins? Yeah, as I said earlier, Man U. I think they know what Leeds are going to bring at him now, so got to go for them.
Yep, I'm going Man U as well.
Nice.
Merseyside derby time stats guy. Liverpool $1.50, which just seems gross.
Yeah.
The draw $4.50, and Everton, the Sean Dyche Everton at $6.25.
I love his voice. He's
play to look out for. Get around it.
Play to get out. Yeah, so it's a bit of a left field, but Alex Iwobi. So he used to play
ex-Arsenal player. Thank God we got rid of him.
So thank God we got rid of him. But he sort of had a bit of resurgence. I was looking at his stats. No one's been talking about it. He's 4th in the league in assists. I know he's got 5, but But 5 assists is still, very good for a player that used to be a sort of try to finisher or a striker sort of player, but he's sort of playing on the wing and become more of a facilitator.
He's assisted a third of their goals.
Yeah. So I didn't think he was having that good of a season, but good on him because I know everyone thought he had a lot of potential and just never really got there. But he's actually been pretty good over the last few months. I'm pretty sure.
Like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain 2.0.
Yes. But
it's an Alex thing. You have a lot of potential, but you don't live up to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's the joke, stats guy. Good stuff.
I was going to have another go then, but I'm just going to stick with him, Roby. I really like him, so watch him on the wing, and they like to use him a lot more now. He's got a bit of confidence behind him. Yeah. What about you?
All of Liverpool.
Is that who to look out for?
You blokes, and I nearly said something else, need to lift.
I know,
you
they've
guys
been shocking.
suck.
They do.
3-0 to Wolves. It's the old, go take a good look at yourself in the mirror and stare at yourself. Have you had a good enough crack?
Has Mo Salah been playing? Oh my God.
Know.
What happened to him?
He's on 400 grand a
him.
year. Anytime someone gets a big bag of cash, they do nothing. Seriously. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at Arsenal a couple of years ago. And, I'm not so hot on Grealish with that take. But seriously, Liverpool, it's a Merseyside derby. Get up and about, or this Everton team is going to pressure you out of the game. Jurgen Klopp might get Jurgened out of the stadium. Ange Postecoglou, come on down. They need to lift. There is every chance that Liverpool lose this game, even though
I don't know, but we'll see.
In the last 25 games between the two, Everton have only won 2. But seriously, Liverpool, you need to lift.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the game picks, I reckon.
Yep.
You were talking up Everton. I'm still thinking Liverpool. I know this is the first time I've tipped them.
You're breaking your rule. You said, I'm not going to tip Liverpool.
I was very happy
get smashed and now you tip them.
Wolves at around $5 or $6 last week against, they won 3-0. But I'm going to back in this one. They just live for the Merseyside derby, as you said. They've only lost 2 of the 25 last 25. I think draw halftime just because the quality.
Been 13 draws in those games too.
Yeah, so a lot of their games have been close and very low scoring. So I'm taking the draw halftime and Liverpool full time at $4.33. A bit more value because Liverpool shouldn't be paying $1.50 for this game. I think it can be close, but they've got to lift at some point. They've got a really quality lineup. And as you just said, everyone's on watch for Liverpool. So I'm taking them. Yeah.
So take note, everyone. Stats guy goes back on his word.
Yes. Yeah. Only.
You said you're not going to tip Liverpool and you've just tipped them.
Yep.
I'm tipping Everton or draw here. $2.50. I like the double chance. It's a good market. They're just going to pressure Liverpool and really try to choke them down like they did Arsenal last week.
Yep.
And if they get a chance from a set piece, they'll score. So looking at that, $2.50, who wins?
I got to take Liverpool. I think I'm going to take Liverpool. So I think they got to bounce back eventually. And this is the game. I haven't chosen them for months, but this is the game I think they'll bounce back.
Yeah.
Because as you said, went back on your word, you were talking Everton to...
they could still get relegated. That's not going back on my word. That's just getting it tipped right.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a daily occurrence with me.
But yeah, I think they can win. Who do you think?
Everton, $6.25. Why not?
Yeah, all right.
Well, and just take the double chance at $2.50. It's worth it the way Liverpool are playing at the moment. They are not having a crack. Simple as that.
Yep.
Righto.
Oh, my computer's died. That's
Play the bit, Gerald.
Stats guy's here. Let's leave McAllion.
Stats guy for more stats of the day. Come on, stats guy.
We're going stat of the day.
Give us a stat of the day.
All right. So, cold hero, 6'7" Peter Crouch. He scored 53 headers in his career, which is the most in the Premier League.
53 headed goals.
53 because he's just so big and everyone loved him at Stoke and Liverpool and even England with his robot dancing. So, he's got 53 headers, which is the most in the league, which is more than 16 teams that played in the Premier League. Huh. So he's just been amazing as a header. So there you go.
Not
That's
bad.
my stat of the day. Not bad.
Not bad. Perfect. Good stuff.
I'll take some approval from you.
All right, now for the other matches of the weekend. Stats Guy laptop has died.
We've got to the main part anyway. So I know
all right. West Ham $3.30. Draw $3.30 as well. Chelsea $2.25. Who's going to win?
I got to take my boys, Chelsea. We love beating West Ham. We've only lost 1 of the last 5, I think.
I told you that yesterday.
You did tell me
we
that.
have a bad record. I was like, you've won 4 of the last 5.
We've been horrible, but I really liked Enzo Fernandez, who we paid a bucket load, biggest transfer.
No, bigger than a bucket load. You gave him all the money.
Yeah, we gave him all the money, but he looked really good last week. I think a few of our players are settled now, new transfers, so I think we can win.
I'm tipping Chelsea as well with that really good record against them.
But I'm not confident.
Not much confidence there, but I am tipping Chelsea.
Nice.
Leicester City, $3.50. The draw, $3.60. Tottenham, $2.10. Now, note, those odds may change in the next few hours. As it's come out this morning, Hugo Lloris will miss the next 2 months for Tottenham, which probably isn't a bad thing because he hasn't been going that well.
No. Yeah, I think you still got to take Tottenham. Leicester have been probably one of the most inconsistent teams. They won 4-2 last week, but it was a pretty shaky 4-2 win. So yeah, Tottenham over $2. They've been not in the best form, but they've got a quality.
City last week.
Their quality attack will just tear through Leicester, I think. Yeah.
I'm going Spurs. They've won the last 4 against Leicester. Also have something on the doubles market. Spurs and over 3.5 goals is $5.50.
I like it.
In the last 4 games, there's been 23 goals between the two. So goals fest by the looks of it.
Yep. Very nice.
Crystal Palace take on Brighton. Palace 375. The draw 340. Brighton 205. Brighton.
Oh, I got to go Brighton. They've been my second favourite team all season. Anytime you get Brighton over $2, they somehow pull out a win. So I really like them. Matoma's been on fire. I
agree. Tipping Brighton as well, and I'm pretty happy with that price as well. I'll be backing them.
Perfect.
Southampton, $2.90. The draw, $3.20. Wolves, $2.63. This is not going to be a fun game to watch.
I think the under 2.5 goals is the easiest one to predict here.
I'm literally looking up that price now because I forgot to write the price down.
I think it was like $1.70-ish.
Yeah, goal market.
But yeah, I'm going to take Wolves. They beat Liverpool 3-0 last week. Ruben Neves, who's found a bit of form in attack. So yeah, I'm going to take Wolves.
I'm going Wolves and under 2.5 goals at $5. I think Wolves.
You get $5 for that.
Yeah,
because they're paying $2.60 to win.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Bournemouth $6.50, the draw $4.33, Newcastle $1.53. Newcastle because Bournemouth are terrible.
Yeah, Bournemouth just love leaking goals and can't really score themselves.
They don't look any good.
Newcastle are just slipping a little bit. They had a few draws lately, but yeah, their quality.
They've lost one game all year. And the draws have been everything
else.
Their
defense has been amazing, so they're locking in.
City $1.25, the draw $7, Aston Villa $12. You go first because I have a take.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember so that's what I had.
You went halftime, full time.
By Manchester City halftime, full time, you get $1.70. I know it's not great, but against Villa, who absolutely leak goals. They leaked 4 goals against Leicester, who have been horrible this season. So imagine how many they're going to leak against Manchester City.
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm tipping.
I can see a big few paragraphs from Alex
City
here.
by 2 or more goals at $1.66, as they've only lost 2 of the last 19 against Villa in the last 13 years. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so 17 games of the 19 they haven't lost.
And probably one
There's
easy.
a couple of draws in there.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I still expect Manchester City to run down Arsenal. I'm expecting that to happen.
No, I don't
They had their chance to get back within 2 points last week and let it slip.
Yep.
But Manchester City are a worse team with Erling Haaland.
Oh, there's going to be some people
There's going to be a lot of people on the internet angry. They have scored the same amount of goals this year as they have last year with Haaland's 25.
Yep.
But they've conceded more goals this time compared to this time last year.
Yep.
They have lost more games this year than the entire season
that's
of
unbelievable.
21-22. Haaland's stats look awesome. No denying it. He's going to break all the goal scoring records.
Yep.
But the team performance has suffered, and that's the most important thing. This is like Cristiano Ronaldo at Juventus and Manchester United. Your stats look great. Your teams are going terrible.
Yep.
And this is really rich to say Manchester City are terrible when they're second in the league.
They're still second.
But when you expect so much for a team such as this, they're not going as good what they were.
That's for sure.
It's also because Pep's team doesn't play into Haaland's strength because what is he best at?
Just finishing.
Pace and finishing.
Yeah.
How do Pep teams play?
Oh, they just like to...
They slowly build up and draw the opposition team back. They push them back and just pinpoint accuracy and goals like that. They would have been much better off with Gabriel Jesus up front than having Haaland. Now, internet people, you're going to get yelling at me. But look at it. Look at the stats.
Yeah.
The stats do not lie, do they, stats guy?
No, I agree with that. I also really I think Haaland can still start, but they need to use Alvarez a bit more. So Alvarez found out in the World Cup is a world-class player, world-class finisher, and they've still gone to Haaland a bit too much. If they use Alvarez, like you said, they could catch Arsenal.
But it's also if a defender plays deep on Haaland and in an AFL terminology, plays a heavy tag on him and can't let him get out the back, he hasn't done much. He didn't have a touch or a shot last week.
No,
he played for 90 minutes. They should have subbed him off at the 70th minute. It's like Pep didn't have it is. We bring it back to like something that is much more simpler to people who are probably listening within Australia. It's like when their two Buddy Franklin focus the Sydney Swans.
Yeah.
The performance suffers. When you look elsewhere and everywhere else, you look amazing. So,
and even if they look elsewhere, he'll still score because he's classy.
And the thing is, who knows? This weekend, Alvarez may score 3 and Haaland sets up all 3 and I look like an absolute moron. But hey, that's what I'm here for. Side note.
I like that though.
Yeah. City are going to win. Simple as that. But
lock it in.
They're a worse team this year than they were last year.
Yep. Agree. Oh, stats don't lie,
Yep. All right, multi. Give us a multi.
I remember my multi. So we'll go. I'm looking at some good value. So you get $2 for Brighton and Wolves, both over $2 odds for them to win. So Brighton head to head, Wolves head to head. And then I'm just looking at Newcastle because I think they'll easily win. So we've talked about Brighton and Wolves actually have found some form.
Yep.
And Newcastle have been one of the best teams all year. So 767 via Blue Bet multi, just an easy 3-leg head-to-head multi. Yeah.
I like it. I haven't got a multi, but we'll roll straight into best bets of the weekend. For me, Tottenham and Brighton, the two best bets of the weekend. Like them both. We'll be backing them both. Hell,
both
I may even multi both of them at about the $4.50.
Nice. Yeah, I got to take Brighton as well. As I've said, they've been my second favourite team all year. Matoma's been on fire. They just find a way to win each game. They might win 1 or 2-0, but yeah, I really like them.
Some of our tips may have been awful last week, but our best bets got up, and that's all that really matters.
Absolutely, yeah. I was happy with Wolves.
God bless you, Brentford. All right. CODE Bet Daily EPL version done and dusted for Matchweek 23. We should be back on the Daily Show later today for episode 48.
Yep.
Probably 7,000 more Super Bowl bets, me talking junk about Ashton Agar and pitch doctoring. But please, get around the show. Like, review, subscribe, and star it, please. Chuck us a follow on all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything else, whatever else there is there. Are we using that new social media one that Elon doesn't have control over? I can't even remember what it's called.
I don't even know what it is.
Send in any questions. Thank you, Mark McAllion. You've got us rolling. Any bets that you want to have. Also, CODE Bet Daily next Monday.
Big Super Bowl live stream. So have a look at that. Yeah.
Stats guy may go crowd surfing. That's my plan. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yep. Thank you, Stats guy.
Thank you. Keen for the EPL.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Gerald.
Thanks, guys.
Good shorts, everyone. I like it. And thanks to me for being, me and making the internet angry.
Nice.
What do we say here, Stats guy?
Yeah, we say gamble responsibly.
There we go, mate. All your picks come in. Happy punting and go the Gunners. It's CODE Bet Daily.
Go the Blues.
Out.